So what we're working on today is this YTH 180, and basically it's a Husqvarna. It's an automatic in the rear with a hydro gear and an 18 horsepower Kohler. So we know that the motor runs. We got it wired up and running last night. The ignition is bad, so right now we're just hot wire running it, but we don't know what the condition of the automatic in the back is. It feels a little bit tight, but this is how we install one of these belts. So if you're doing one of these Hydromatics on this particular series, you need a 95-inch belt.
Whoa, wait! I gotta take a bite out of this production. This guy just made a guppy move. He ended up looking up the wrong belt. 95 is for the deck. 82, which will be in the description below, that is for the drive belt. Now back to watching this guppy.
I order these cheap ones when I'm testing machines, so if I fry a belt on a stuck transmission or something, it's only 10 bucks. A good Kevlar one I'll have in the link in the description, which will be closer to 20-ish most likely. So we're going to grab our winch, we're going to get this thing jacked up, and we'll show you the underside.
That should be enough.
Okay.
Don't you think?
Alright, so on almost any of these older style Craftsman, belt changes are done way easier if you put the parking brake on. So this is your parking brake. So if I depress this as far as it goes and John lifts that brake. Got it? Slam it up in. Okay, let go. There. And they can be a pain sometimes because they've got this little clip that's right here. If you look at that right there, it gets bent over time and they get hard to put in place. So if your parking brake ever won't stay, it's probably that piece. And before you get in underneath the machine, you want to go and snake a 9/16 wrench in behind the motor and onto this one here. This is what goes to your belt retainer that's on the motor. Next thing you're going to do is you're going to unplug this electrical plug from the side of your electric clutch, and then you're going to undo this. It's going to be a 5/8. It's a lot easier to do if you have an impact. Keep in mind this thing is heavy. When it drops, do not be anywhere near underneath it. It's a giant electromagnet and heavy. Remember how I told you earlier in the video to pay attention so you didn't drop the thing on your face? There's that. From the bolt in the bottom of the pulley and the side of the pulley. Be careful. We'll get back to shooting the rest of the video in just a second. Okay, so now after getting smashed in the face, let's get this belt in place. So, in the back, you've got your pulley that's on your transmission. You're going to pull it up tight. You're going to make sure that you go up and over and you don't get the fan blades in on the belt. When you come up through, you've got your retainer here. That just loops up and over and into the retainer. On the other side, where the belt comes up through, you've got the flat side of your belt is going to go up in against the flat pulley. You've got the V side of your belt is going to go around the V side of the pulley. And that gets you to the point that you've got your loop for where it goes around the engine pulley. Now what you're going to have to do is balance this while sliding it up on and getting that belt on there. Now, you need to pay attention to where your plug is. Your plug needs to be facing this direction, and this slot here needs to line up with this piece right here. So you hold your belt tight and give it a shove. There we are. Once you get it started, you can grab your impact and give it a couple of ugas. It's a 5/8. There we go. And at that point, if we punch the brake, we should be able to get it to stay. Oh, that stupid brake is sticking again. Hold up. There we go. Now let's start it up and see if it'll drive anywhere. Alright, we got our cool little Arteck here. I actually really like this thing. I've been bouncing it around the yard doing different motors and stuff. It's not the most powerful thing in the world, but it'll start up a V-twin like this about 5 or 6 times. So the hydro in this machine that we traded for isn't exactly the best, but it runs, it drives, and the motor is doing awesome, and we can throw it in something else. Hope this how-to video helps you out. If you liked it, give me a like. Hopefully subscribe to see some more. Have a good day.